All right, let's check out a Kendra G video. Okay, and this is the title.
Corey, where you calling us from?
From Atlanta.
ATL. I gotta go back to Atlanta, child. Got a lot of single people call me from Atlanta. How old are you?
51.
No, sir. You're 51?
Yes.
You look really good. What do you do for a living?
Thank you. I work at a nonprofit place, data management there, and been in a couple of movies and stuff like that.
What kind of movies?
Does she? I mean, I guess she doesn't look bad, but it's also could be about lighting. But here's the thing I've always said: as women age, they become bigger red flags. Let's say this. Let's just say go that she's good looking. Okay, let's go. She looks good for her age. You're 51 and you look good. Why are you still single? Dating for women is easy. It is easy. It's on easy mode. No matter if you're fat, fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, old, young, you can find a man. So why are you still single? I've said this countless times before. She doesn't look bad at all. This year she's 51 and that's what I'm saying. Right? Dating is easy for women. So why are you still single? One is because you are attracted to or you attract terrible men. Two, okay, and it could be both. You just have a bad personality. Okay?
I'm from Chicago, so I did something called Tyrant Like Father Like Son, and with Bo Deal in Chicago. So yeah.
Okay. You have any kids?
I have one daughter, 30 years old.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yes, one time.
One time. And when did you, like years ago, when did you get divorced?
2019.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
And you're in Atlanta. So we got Corey, Atlanta, 51. I mean, girlfriend, what is the secret? I was gonna say 35, not even bullshit. I really
Thank
thought you were in
you.
your 30s. Yeah. 51. You said you work at a nonprofit or you own a nonprofit?
I work for a nonprofit, and then I got a online clothing thing for my mom. Rest her soul in her name.
Okay. She works for a nonprofit, also has been in movies, has a 30-year-old child, was married once. All right, honey, what kind of man you looking for?
Um, a old school man, somebody that believes in opening doors. It's not about the money.
I am sorry. You are 51. If you wanted an old school man, you should have gotten him when you were 21. It is This is a thing where, oh, part of being old school is also some traditional values. Okay, she wants a gentleman. Okay, but at your age, that's what you want. Do you think that like men around your age is like, jumping for joy at women that hit the wall already, women that went through the wall?
Is more about, I guess social media has become so, dominant over the relationships. I want someone that's not into that and that's not into the video vixens, but into loving on one person that's ready to be married.
Okay, so you want to get married?
Ready to be married? You are 51. I've said this before. For women, it's not impossible, right? When it comes to relationship, it's not impossible for women, but this is the thing where what makes it kind of impossible or hard is that it's the men you want. Women can always, at 51, she can definitely find a man that would want to marry her. Most likely, you won't find it because you are 51 and still in the dating market. It's because of your personality. You don't want the men that want you. You don't want the men that want you. And the men that will want you, yeah, they would marry you. You just don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, when did you get divorced?
I got divorced in 2019, but I separated in 2012.
Okay. Why it take so long?
It was complicated with him.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Um, a person has to have good hygiene, have love for their family because I don't have I don't have parents or grandparents and stuff like that. So, but I'm into my kids and my daughter, my grandkids, and my brothers and sisters because that's who I have. And so I want somebody that's family oriented and that's just and that's not selfish and mean.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I like tall guys. I do.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Um, I'm a team player. I like to work together, so I'm not gonna say just a certain amount of money, but I want somebody to be able to take care of themselves.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Let me see. Okay, I think I can set it. Wait, what happened? Okay.
Okay. Ooh, you got them Atlanta bodies. They be giving them bodies out at the airport, child. They
Yeah,
say,
well,
what you
this here natural. They like this all my life.
Okay. Oh, it's like,
Okay, body, not terrible face. Why are you still single? Why are you? This is the thing where the problem with Kendra G, her show is that you don't dig deeper, right, with these women. There's a reason why she's still single. And excuse me. The problem is that a lot of times you don't ask enough questions and you don't let women talk enough. Because when women start talking, they start spilling, right? They will tell themselves. They will tell you exactly why they are still single, exactly why they are still in the dating market. And like I said, these women are not telling the whole story. One, it's who they are attracted to and who they attract, so their circle. And two, it's their personality. It's their personality. Probably hard to deal with. Probably actually high expectations, all that shit. Okay.
got it from a mama, not the doctor.
Right.
When was the last relationship?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. Actually, my last real relationship was when I was married.
Okay. And that was, and you
I
got
separated
separated.
in 2012.
Her last relationship was her marriage, which she separated in 2012. So in 13 years, she's had no real relationship. She's fucking for the streets. Like, are you kidding me? 13 years, you had no real relationships. Fucking unbelievable.
She belongs to the streets.
Most definitely.
She belongs to the streets.
I done dated, but I haven't had no real relationship. It's a lot of jokers out here. So,
You are attracted to the jokers. This is the thing. Like I said, why do I say a red flag of a woman is who she's attracted to and who she attracts? Because this is the thing. Here's the problem. There are good men out there. Why don't you want those men? That is a red flag. Women being constantly attracted to the playboys, the jokers, as she says it, right? The Chads, Tyrones, the Pookies, the bad boys. Well, that is a red flag. You want these types of men. So no duh that at 51 for the last 13 years, all you've been doing
She belongs to the streets.
is being for the streets. definitely attracted to Pookies. Yes, right. Like Patrick is saying, this is the problem. Why I say what some of the red flags of women, okay, is who they are attracted to. That's why if you listen to women's history, it is important. Okay, that's why. So you can understand. Oh man, you for the last 13 years, all you getting dates, and you're only attracted to these types of men. Why would I date you? Why would I date you? Because I can tell you this, right? Never be settled for. Never. As men, we should never be settled for. It's absolutely a kick in the balls.
It's kind of been like you meet someone and they don't be truthful about their situations. So it's been kind of like that. So I've been focused on my daughter because she was sick at one time, and my grandkids.
Okay.
But I do.
Well, then just stay alone.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Just die alone. Right? You pick poorly. You wasted years. What it's like, seriously.
You do date. Okay. So you haven't been in a committed relationship with a man since 2012?
No.
What are we? 13 years? You've been out here having sex?
I've had sex, yeah.
So why ain't you
I be lying.
She belongs to the streets.
You can't make this shit up. Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It's like, seriously. Just fucking.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Why would any of these men, okay, commit to her when they can get her body? What's the point? And this is the thing, we're at 51, right? Her body's used by all the Pookies. Now, she wants to get married. So, you, as a man who opened doors, who's traditional, who's old school, who would marry her, what do you get? Nothing special. Her body is nothing special. The men that didn't commit to her, okay? The men that didn't open the doors for her, the men that didn't marry her, got her fucking body. So what are you guys getting? Children? You ain't getting children from this woman. What are you getting? Her body? Men that don't even commit to her has gotten her body. So you don't actually have to commit. You don't have to marry her. You don't fucking have to open doors for her. You can still get the body. So really, what are men getting? Powdered eggs. I mean, like, seriously, that's exactly. It's like, yo, Patrick, exactly.
So why was it? I mean, I will say this. You said you were still
And that is a bad deal, okay? That is a bad deal. Here's the thing where men are realistic. Let's say a man that's 51. Well, he's realistic. If he's going for let's say a 31-year-old, okay? Let's be a little bit reasonable. He's going for a 31-year-old. At least he's getting her youth, right? He's getting her youth. I mean, what are you getting from her? Yeah, powdered egg. I mean, like, what are you getting from her?
legally divorced. So I do think from 2012 until your divorce was final, you was gonna attract a certain type of guy because you had your own business that you had to handle. I mean, just as a married woman that was separated. But I think once that got final, I would have hoped you could attract a different type of guy. So do you think that men just don't want to be committed no more?
When I say social media makes it hard, it really do because they're steady looking and steady seeking instead of
No. It doesn't make it hard. It makes it hard for the men that you want. It makes it hard for the men that you want. That is the problem. Like I said, why is it that the men women are attracted to, why is that a red flag? Because it's the men that you want, excuse me. That is the problem. You want the men that you want, which is fine, but you want those men to settle down. You want those men to marry you. Why would they? Why would they even need to? They got your body. You give them your body. So why do these men need to settle down for a woman that gives them their body, gives them the body anyway? What's the point? So
settling down and finding that what you're looking for in that one woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and then too, I just been like when my mom passed away in 2017. I just had a lot going on. You know, a lot of people within my family passed away back.
Stop the cap.
Back to back. So my mind wasn't really focused on that. It was focused on building, getting myself in order.
mine wasn't focused on that, but you certainly fucked them, right? Having sex with these men, that's fine. Your mind wasn't focused on commitment. Okay, fine, but you want to have sex with these men that they themselves don't want commitment. Yeah, this is the thing where this is what exactly what Patrick's saying. Men will see. So you want men to accept bad deals. That you chose men that didn't want commitment while you didn't want commitment, yet you gave your body to these men. So now that you want commitment, you want marriage, you want old school men. But it's like, what are men getting? Your used body that you given to men that don't even give you the commitment? What the fuck is that? How is that a good deal?
Getting right by God and stuff like that. So
I lost my mom, so that's a life-changing moment. I definitely can relate to that. And I will say this, you've been in Atlanta. Are you from Atlanta?
nope, I'm from Chicago
Oh, that's right. How long you been in Atlanta for?
since August.
Okay. Oh, you just got to Atlanta last year. I will say this. There is truth to what you're saying. Is that, all of us, everyone's online. This show is online. You're in Atlanta and you're definitely an attractive woman. So now let's say there's a man in Houston that's like, oh, I saw you in Atlanta. It is true. Everyone's kind of still, it's hard to keep somebody's attention because they always feel like the grass is greener. And I don't know if this is getting easier, child. Part of me actually thinks it's getting worse, to be quite honest.
It is getting worse because women are getting deluded. Like I showed you with the other woman, right? Where such focus on looks. I guarantee you, this woman is into the pookies, the good-looking pookies. Okay. Well, here's the thing: these good-looking pookies got you to give your body to these men without commitment. Guess what? You're not alone. You're not alone. So why would these good-looking pookies settle down? They have options. I've said this before. It's a reality for a lot of men, a lot of people in general. The more options you have, the more likely for you to exercise those options. At 51, maybe go for men that don't have that much options. But women would think they're settling for those men. So this is why you fall into the category of.
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
Yeah. I feel the same way. So but I do believe in God, and I do believe my person will. He will come one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeking and I'm not looking for it. I think it'll happen when it happens.
51. I mean, like I said, it's not impossible. When it comes to dating, it's easy for women, but it's like, seriously? The mindset, oh, when it happens, it happens. You are 51. It obviously hasn't happened. Okay? And the time that it happened, well, you divorced a man and you gave your body to men that barely happened at all. So really,
I know I'm 51. I'll be 52 soon, but I think I still got some life left.
Yeah, of course. When was the last time you was into?
well, yeah, but you technically have less life rather than more life. So really, it's like, how about, it's like, this is something that I can never understand women. Be more proactive. Be more proactive. Okay? It's kind of ridiculous.
With someone, you don't have to answer.
Um, Probably like 7 months ago.
Okay. And they're telling me to ask you, why did you get divorced?
Um, it wasn't me. He was a mean person.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. 3 flaws you have to work on.
He was a mean person. Uh, this is sometimes, I don't know, with women is like how they go about dating. Maybe the common denominator is you, right? You married a mean person. You are dating or you're hooking up with men that you don't get relationship from, men that don't want to settle down. It comes to a point where you got to realize it's you. It's you. You are the problem. You are the common denominator. You are the problem. At 51, you are definitely the problem. So maybe I change how your standards are, how your preferences are, how you're going about dating. Drastically change it, in fact. And go do a 360 or whatever, 180. It's like drastically change it. Because at 51, you continuously make the same mistakes over and over and over again. You constantly pick terrible men. So fucking wake up. Like Patrick is pointing, right? He's pointing. And this is the problem with women, okay? You don't learn from experience. That's why I say, as women get older, they become bigger red flags because honestly, they don't get wiser with age. Controversial? I believe men do. I believe men do. Okay? So, that's why personal opinion is that why men don't necessarily pick women at their own age, especially at a certain age. Okay? At 51, I'm doubtful that men are, excuse me, are clamoring to settle down with another 51-year-old woman. Because here's the thing, she hasn't learned, right? She hasn't learned from her mistakes.
Sometimes I could be a little bit too much caring, or should I say caring, or I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot. And I stick around too long sometimes. So that's a flaw that I need to work on. I need to work on time management because I'm a last minute person, but I get it done, and I don't know. I don't know the third one.
Okay.
I
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I feel like I'm the total package. Like I'm a team player. I'm a hustler. I work. I get it done.
I always like it when women say, "I'm the total package," right? I'm amazing. I'm great. I'm the table. I'm everything. Okay, bitch, you're still single. How great are you? I'll say this to anybody. How great are you when you're still single? Especially for women. Dating for women is easy. So if you're such great, you're such the total package, why the fuck are you still single? And you're not a virgin, right? And in the last decade, you still dealt with plenty of men. So you're such the total package. But none of the men you dated wanted this total package. Deluded much?
I keep myself up. I keep myself together. Um, I'm a partner. That's why.
Okay. Now, Corey, Atlanta, 51. What's the age range you want to date?
Um, like 45 to 55.
45 to 55. Okay, should he be in Atlanta?
No, he don't have to be in Atlanta.
Could he have kids?
Yeah, he got kids. I love kids.
All right, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let me show you what it looks like. I want you to download it because that's the only contact info you can give. And I think the men gonna like you, girl. So this is Kendra G Singles. Take a screenshot. That's the name of the app. Okay, so you spell your name with a K? Kori?
Yes.
Okay, 28 is your favorite number?
Yes.
Okay, so on the dating app, we have usernames. It's like your TikTok name or your Instagram.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is a thing where, like I said, I mean, rarely has women proven me wrong. As women age, they become bigger red flags. Rarely, if ever, women get better with age. Personality gets worse. Looks definitely gets worse. I mean, what else, right? Pair bonding, compromising, whatever, just gets worse. So it's like this is a thing where women like this will find an uphill battle, especially when they don't fucking understand. You are the common denominator. You are the problem. How you went about dating has been your problem. Wake up. The men that you chose for the last, I don't know, 50, I don't know, 40 years of your life, that has been the problem. Wake up. Choose differently. So, what do you guys think?